Hey everybody, it's the Bulldog, Mr. Metalhead Warrior NY. Welcome back in. I'm gonna do some more albums of 2025 that I've been listening to, that I've been meaning to get to. Like I said, I got a bunch of things I want to talk about. I'm gonna get to those over the next few days to about a week or so. I'm gonna start getting on more, start putting more out. I want to start off with a couple tapes that I got. One of the first ones from Forming Productions. I got it the other day. I've been spinning it. Torso Heap. Old school, late 80s, 1990 sounding old school death metal. Um, Great sounding. It has that guttural sound that was famous. Um, you know, late 80s and 90s sounding. This is number 16 of 25. You can see, probably blinded, but 16 of 25, individually marked. You can find them on Forming Productions. I'm not sure how many are left. Um, Last I heard that there was limited copies available. Um, but check these guys out. This literally came out in I think '99, and it wasn't really put out at all, which is very surprising. I thought for sure, like when I was listening to these guys, I thought for sure I heard them, you know, in the late '90s, 2000s, but I didn't. So great album or EP. Um, to awaking amidst a crude spoon lobotomy. Yeah. When I saw the cover of this, um, I was trying. There was some other album cover that reminded me of it. Um, Exhumed. I forgot which album it was right now. It's probably like right behind me. Um, One of the album covers looks similar to this. I did a double take when I first saw it. If you have the album by Exhumed, you know who I'm talking about. But definitely, Forming Productions. I've said it before. Check out Forming Productions indie label. You know who Shredbeard is, and you know Lee from Warhammer. Check that out. Check out Forming Productions. Period. But again, Torso Heap. Check it out. Like I said, it might be maybe some left, like some stragglers left, but definitely get over Forming Productions. Pick this up. Nasty old school feeling death metal. Some grind thrown in there, some gore thrown in there for good measure. The breakdowns of this are just scary. So definitely get over there and check it out. One of the next ones is a debut by this band. Um, they have an EP out, a live album, Malformed, um, Confinement of the Flesh. Um, Finished death metal, some doom thrown in, but it has that nice, mid '90s sounding to it. Love the artwork on this. I really do. No AI bullshit like most things are today, especially the pop shit. This came out on Dark Descent Records. It's also available on Extremely Rotten too. Um, like I said, it's debut. If you're into like Cannibal Corpse, um, Broken Hope, Dying Fetus, Suffocation, definitely check these guys out. Like I said, their debut. They've been around since 2022, I think it was. Like I said, they have like a EP out, and they do have a live album out. That did over in Finland, but great record, great release. I've been playing this a lot. It's just nasty. It's gnarly. Um, a couple of songs that really stick out for me. The Confinement of Terror. And he was Eyes Torn Out was another one, and um, the Incoming Rapture. Great sound, heavy to the point, no nonsense. You know, it's got that classic. um, tinted, the clear tinted tape. That was back in the '90s. I know a lot of them today have the color, which I think is great for the ones today that have like the album covers on it and things like that. I think it's great. But definitely check these guys out. Malformed. Check it out. All right, one of the next ones, I've been waiting for this album to come out. It finally came out. I grabbed it. Ancient Torment. Title is Follow the Echo of Curses. Now, when people hear about them, they don't realize where they're from. They're from Rhode Island. They're like a black metal, dark and death metal with some doom thrown in there for good measure, but it's in your face, straight up. No bad tracks, no hidden tracks, no sloppy shit like that. It's just a great release. Yes, I wrote down some things about them. For guys who don't know, these guys are from Rhode Island. Yes, that little state just above Connecticut. For those who don't know, Vital Remains came out of Rhode Island. Sire, Churchburn, Kilgore, they're from Rhode Island. The Bods are from Rhode Island. Just a bunch of bands have come out of Rhode Island. And I know a lot of people who hear Rhode Island automatically think, oh, you know, it's a eating place, it's a fishing area, blah blah. You get your shrimp there, blah blah blah. Well, a lot of good music has come out of that area over the past 10, 20 years. And this one is no different. This is an absolute killer record. Pick these guys up if you haven't already. Um, when I heard it was coming out, I was stoked about it. I heard them one time before this. They did a split, I think in 2024, with a band called Haxon. It was like I think it was like a one song split they did with them, and I heard it and I was like, okay, when's this album coming out? This album was supposed to come out last year. For some reason, it got pushed back, but definitely there it is right there. Love the inlay of the CD. Love it. Um, in your face, dark and death metal, little black metal thrown in there, some doom. Um, the guitars on this are on point. The vocals are absolutely great. It's not watered down, not overdone. It's done just the right way. Um, some of the tracks that stuck out for me: Sorrow versus um, rotting temperament, hanging from a dead star, just nasty in your face. Definitely an album people should have picked up this year. Also, it's also probably going to be probably my top five albums of the year, without a doubt. So definitely pick it up. Ancient Torment, Follow the Echo of the Curses from Rhode Island. Check these guys out. Absolute killer record. A must have. One of the next ones, um, Vitriolic. I think Barry mentioned these guys in a short he did. Um, and I know when he put it up, I was when he got it, I was waiting for mine, and it came in. I've been spinning this since I got it. Another band from Finland, Black and Death Thrash. Um, they've been around for a little bit. I think 2018. Um, this came out on Dying Victims Productions. If you like Destroyer 666, Niflheim, Possessed, even Venom, Earn, even check these guys out. Top to bottom, it's not not a bad record. Actually, it's pretty goddamn good in my opinion. It's heavy. There's some melodic parts to it, but straight up dark and black and thrash metal, without a doubt. Um, it's a three piece. when I first heard these guys, I was stoked by them. And this is the first time I heard them. I had to go back on these guys. They have a one that came out in 21, I think. Renegade Ascension, I think it was. That was their debut. I have that record coming also. But Black Steel Vengeance, Vitriolic, check these guys out. Um, one of my favorites of the year, also. Definitely one of my favorites. If you haven't already, check these guys out. Next one is a band straight from New York. Yes, they're from. I know people like to say, "Well, they're not there now. They're not blah blah blah." If a band is from that forms in that state, they're from that state. I know there was some idiot in the past talking about that, and he kept trying to say something, but no. If a band is from New York, like this band is, the band is Castrator. Great band. Um, like I said, they're from New York. They're out. I think they're out in like Ohio now, or like Midwest area, somewhere out there. All female band. This is their second release. Their first one came out 2022. Um, Defiled in Oblivion. Killer, killer band. This one came out on um, Darkest Dark Descent Records. Yeah, Dark Descent Records. In your face, straight up death metal. Some some grind thrown in there, and some melodic parts, but straight up in your face death metal. Great band. Like I said, all female. Um, that are putting themselves out there that need to be listened to. This band is no joke. I think they're one of the best bands out there, and I think this release is going to propel them. I think a lot of people need to listen to this band and check these ladies out. I love the artwork. Love the artwork on this. I know it's probably a little bit bright because of the damn light, but Castrator. Um, some of the songs, um, Convent of the Covenant of Deceit, uh, Remnants of Chaos. My favorite two of this track, some Psalm Psalm of the Begilded, Bloodblind's Curse. They do an absolute killer cover of Metal Command by Exodus on this record. Killer killer cover song. Absolutely nailed it. Um, like I, Castrator from New York. Yes, they're from here, but I think they moved out to like Ohio River Valley or somewhere out that way. But like I said, people like to say, "Oh, they're not from there," blah blah blah, because they're out here. If they're formed and born on in the state, okay, what state it is, that's where they're from. These ladies are from New York originally. They're now out in Ohio. Check them out. Castrator. Uh, Coronation of the Grotesque. Killer record, killer death metal. Check them out. Another one of my favorites of this year so far. Another one that I found on Hell's Headbangers. I was I heard them on here or on their site. I heard these guys, but I'm a little bit behind on them. Um, Medieval Demon came out in Hell's Headbangers. All Powers of Darkness. They've been out since '93. Um, they're from they're they're from Greece. Melodic black metal, pagan metal thrown in. If you're into Behemoth, Necromantia, Verathon, um, Denial of God, even Necrot, check these guys out. Heavy album. This is their fifth overall. I know I'm missing a couple by them. Um, their first full length came out in '98, I believe it was. Um, Demolatricia, something like that. I'm waiting for that album to come. I ordered it. I'm waiting for it to come in. I do have Arcadian Witchcraft by them, and I think Black Coven. I got them over there somewhere in that area right there. Yeah, that's my buddy. That's my buddy. He's saying hi. Anyways, Hell's Haymakers put it out. There it is right there. Sorry about the glare. But yeah, absolutely killer black metal, melodic at times, pagan metal. Um, is a heavy record. I think I mentioned these guys once or twice, but definitely Medieval Demon, All Powers of Darkness, Hell's Headbangers has it. Check them out. Definitely check them out. One more I want to get to. Band called Compulsed. This is their debut. They're out of New Jersey. I don't know what's been going on with New Jersey and New York over the past 2, 3 years. There's been bands coming out of New York, actually longer than that, probably about 5, 10 years. Some nasty death metal grind gore has been coming out of New York, and it just keeps getting better. This band is called Compulsed. Um, they only have like a demo out. I think it's called Discourage or something like that. If you're into Dying Fetus, Cannibal Corpse, Cadaver, Deeds of Flesh, um, anything along that line, Full of Hell, you know, even Fulci, same thing. Nasty death metal grind and some doom thrown in. This is called Alligated Anguish. In your face, no nonsense, no. There's absolutely no sleeper tracks on this, no skip tracks. Um, Cold one that stuck out for me. Uh, Infernal Monologue, what I absolutely love. Um, Foreboding, invasive terminal secretions, which is a killer song. Um, Desolate Imprint. It just there's no time to sleep on this record. It just once you pop it in, it just takes off. So definitely check them out. Compulsed from New Jersey. This is their debut. Um, there's been a lot of records that have come out this year that have been debuts that have actually blown my mind, and I got a bunch of other ones that I want to talk about. I have a couple of streams lined up that the ones I listened to already. I wrote out little notes. A lot of people know I like having the physical copies of them. I don't mind putting the graphics up, um, but I need that physical copy. As you can see, I'm a I'm a collector. And my opinion is, if you're a collector, show the physical copy. I don't mind putting the graphics up and talking about them, which I think is cool. I've done that from time to time. Um, but I need that physical copy to show. So I'm a little bit backed up. And of course, I started late with my with the reviews because between a move, which a lot of people know, I moved. Then I had a surgery, and I just took some time off. Also, I'm working on a new setup. As, as you see, Mrs. Metalhead got me some things for um, my birthday, which is back in August, and our anniversary. She got me a new mic setup. She also got me 2 new monitors and a new Stream Deck, which I'm going to be hooking up soon, getting used to it. If anyone wants a Stream Deck, check out Elgato. Very good company. I did some research. I asked a good friend of mine about them. He uses the same company, same one. He said it's great. He goes, you're gonna be learning it and learning it. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting this hooked up, getting the monitors hooked up, so I can do more with the graphics, um, more more collabs, more get-togethers with people on here, which I want to do. Um, Looking forward to doing more work with people. I talked to Lee already about doing some things. Um, Shredbeard, Paul from Kai. I definitely want to do a stream with Drucifer and Revik from Mortar Red. to like pick their brains about music. I'm gonna be talking about both of those bands soon. Upcoming streams. I'm gonna do like a mixed stream between Infuriator, Iron Casket, Mordant Red, and also if you haven't heard them yet, the Clawhammer Coven that they did together, which is insane. Um, but thank you. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I hope I showed you some new stuff that you haven't heard yet, or you're thinking about getting. Um, like I said, I'm back. I'm gonna try doing at least 2 or 3 times a day, barring if YouTube lets me. I got a couple other streams I got lined up that I'm just gonna do. Um, you guys know I'll do a lot of pre-records, but I'm gonna be doing lives also, like live streams. I got the okay to do a couple live streams at a couple of shops here in the city, which I'm looking forward to doing. Those I will be doing probably this fall and this winter. Um, I got the equipment to do it, so why not do it? But again, thank you everybody for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Again, share this out if you want, please. I want to get my channel out there. I thank everybody for sticking around. My new subs, people that have found my channel through other people. I appreciate you guys. I want to thank other people that have mentioned my channel to other people. I appreciate you. Thank you. Um, Again, stay hard, stay heavy, stay metal, stay brutal. And like I always say, if you're gonna do something, make that shit count. Don't get censored. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression. If you think anybody can stop you from saying what the fuck you want to say, they're wrong. You can say what you want to say. It's the people that say shit and then hide in the corner. There's a lot of those people on here who like to twist things around. But anyways, this is the Bulldog. Stay hard, stay heavy, stay metal, stay brutal. Like I said, you gotta do something, make that shit count. Bulldog's out.